All right, bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here. I am here. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Mike, I see your screen. I see your screen. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope I have the good sound because I'm using a new mic today. Let's see here. Yeah, it seems to be Yeti microphone good.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. I was pretty sure you could because I could see the audio thing going on.
Yep.
So, hey guys, tell me where you're watching from on the chat here. Let's see here. We got, yes, you can hear me. So yeah, if you're watching this, Michael, we're going to get started, but you can go on the chat or on the Q&A, well, not on the Q&A, on the chat and say where you're watching from. Paulo from Portugal, Madison from Florida. We got Ron from Charlotte, NC. NC is, I forgot. Manchester from the UK, Mike from Texas, India from KK Vision from India, sorry. Juanita from Missouri, Juan Dent from Costa Rica, Chiru from Boston, John Cook from Lansing, Michigan, Babsi from Bristol, Samuel, oh, Sam, hey, from Montreal, hello, Sam. We have Ron from North Carolina, Sergio from Cyprus, Mark Riley from Scotland. A lot of people this morning are joining us today. How are you, Michael?
Fantastic. We got a lot of amazing stuff to share with you guys today. Not only is Serge going to present some pretty cool stuff, and Serge, you're ready to click your video here, but we've also got, we're going to be going through a lot of your questions today and answering your questions about photography, post-processing. We're also going to be taking your raw files that you shared with us, and Serge is going to be retouching them live at the end of the presentation.
Absolutely. Bonjour, Kim from the beautiful Lake of the Woods, Kenora, Canada. Oh my God, that seems to be amazing for landscapes. David W says, are we on mute? Yeah, I mean, you cannot speak for now. You can, how do you call it? You can
comment.
You can comment.
Yeah, so we've got a couple things. So over in the chat window, you can chat with us, and you can also click the Q&A button, and at the end, we're going to answer your questions. So if you have a question, go to Q&A, and then I'll ask Serge your questions at the end. And if you are just saying hello, use the chat window. If you want to talk amongst yourselves, feel free to chat.
Okay, yeah. Kim says no sound. Well, everybody seems to get the sound, so it must be your system. Make sure your mic, you got your headphones are on, or your speaker on. Mike says, watch Serge movie on Amazon. Yes, please do. My movie is on Amazon. It's on Prime Video, and if you get a chance, if you can watch it and comment it, that would mean the world to me. You just look for my name, Serge Ramelli, on Amazon, or it's called The Hollywoodeds. It's a comedy about Hollywood. It's doing pretty well on Amazon. I'm actually pretty surprised. It's on Prime Video, and if you get a chance, I can hear you. I get an echo now. All right, now it's gone. Okay, we got Dima from Israel. We have Mac from Portugal. Dima says no issue with sound or video. Mike says the movie was funny, very funny. Thank you so much, Mike, and very nice. Haney says that he's from something I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. And yeah, we're about to start. We're just waiting for a few more people to join in. Also, by the way, guys, I have announced a whole bunch of free photo walks and workshop on my website, photosearch.com. I'm going to be doing 3 workshops in Los Angeles, 1 in Venice, 1 in Paris, and 1 in Tuscany and Florence for the first time. It's limited to 10 people. And if you want to come and, take some photographies with me around the world, you can. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of photo walks too for free if you just want to join me in LA and Paris. And I will do one at Photo Expo. I don't have the dates yet in New York. I'll do a photo walk in New York. Anyways, love to meet you guys. And we have a lot of great information to share with you this morning.
Wonderful. So for those of you who are just joining us now, make sure if you haven't already, I sent you a message today in either email or in Facebook Messenger. And you can upload your raw file. Make sure it's a raw file because they're going to be going through and doing post-processing on your photos today. So lots of exciting stuff. Make sure if you have any questions, ask those in the Q&A. We're going to go over those at the end. Thank you. Dima says uploaded. Awesome. And for those of you who stick around to the end, we've got some great free goodies for you as well. I'm going to let Serge talk to you about that, but we're excited to get started. And yeah, I think we're ready to rock.
Yes, absolutely. So, well, let me share I'm going to take the chat off and I'm going to share my screen. Just 1 second. Okay, here we go. Share screen and boom, boom, play, voila. Okay, how's that?
Perfect.
Okay, so well, guys, I'm going to get starting. This is the Expert Photography Secret. Now, what is that? It is how to be a successful photographer without expensive gear, formal education, and years of practice. But guys, if you stay until the end, you're going to get my whole brand new photography toolbox, which includes the latest profile for free, presets, textures, skies, and videos on how to use all of that. You see, my goal is to help two types of people: the amateur that wants to become pro and make a living out of photography, or the amateur who doesn't care about making money with photography, but just wants to take the best possible photos for friends and family to enjoy. I have a lot of people that I meet, which are, very wealthy people, lawyers, businessmen, and they're not in there to make any money. They just want to take the best possible photos as an achievement for them. It's a way for them to breathe a little bit, So if you just want to improve your photography, well, this is for you. If you're just getting started, this is for you. If you want to make money with photography, this is definitely for you. I think my biggest pride is when I have people writing me saying, I was just live on Instagram and somebody said, I just got my first hotel job thanks to your videos. This blows me away. I don't think anything makes me more happy to know that somebody is making a living with his passion. Anyways, don't forget, if you stay until the end, you're going to get a free bonus that you can put into action immediately. One thing I want to mention, a lot of people are really passionate about, gear, which I understand. But the thing is about gear is that gear is not everything. This photo up to today, and it's been, 14, 16 years I'm doing photography, really 14 years very heavily, is my best selling photo of all times, 4,000 euros, roughly almost $5,000. And I shot this as a Canon T2i, an N3 DSLR, and the model from 2004, a very, it's a 12 million pixel camera. It was very, very, a lot of noise. And it's still the biggest sale I ever made, And I made it years later. I didn't just do it in 2004. I think I made the sale in 2010. So it's not the gear that's going to make a difference. Knowing the basic principle of photography and post-processing is the fastest way to be a great photographer, and it's a lot more simple than you think. I went from nothing to 505,000, actually 515 followers from nothing. I'm an official Adobe speaker. I speak for Adobe, for Lightroom and Photoshop. I've published 4 coffee table books, including just one on Los Angeles. I've got 15 technical books on Amazon. I've been published in over 400 magazines. My work is in over 85 galleries around the world. So I have a great success as a photographer, and I'm really blessed for that. But, I almost gave up photography so many times. If I did not find out the 3 secrets I'm about to reveal to you, that's my work at the Yellow Corner. Before 2004, I had never touched a camera in my life, And so just to give you a little background of who I am and what I do and where I come from, I was born in Paris, and something happened when I was 14 years old. I went to see The Return of the Jedi. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. But I was, I'm not that old, so I didn't go see the first Star Wars because I was 7 years old when it came out. And The Empire Strikes Back, I was still very young. But The Return of the Jedi, I just turned on 14, and I really got the movie. And everybody was talking about the movie at school. And it made me realize that an artist like George Lucas, because I really researched who did this movie, where is it coming from, how come it's creating so much impact, on my friends. And I decided that day that I was going to be an artist in this life. And well, I kind of forgot that, that went on for a few months. But then, I got into coding very early on. I'm passionate about computers and got into coding. I was a very early dad. This is my beautiful daughter, Marine, when she was 2 years old. And later on, I got tired of coding, so I got into sales. And the thing is, I divorced, unfortunately, and I remarried my amazing wife, Karen, who had 3 young boys. And I went from 1 kid to 4 kids like that. Alexi was 3 years old, Anthony was 4, and Michael was 6, and Marine was 5. So I had a lot of young kids. Anyways, I got into sales, and in 2009, when I was 29 years old, my brother created a company called 1001 Web Promotion, where it was kind of one of the first companies selling website to hotels in Paris. So we were hiring photographers to shoot hotels and selling them website and SEO solution. But nobody was doing website in 1999. And it was a huge success. I became the VP sales, and we started having created like a lot of SEO, search engine optimization products, and ways of getting customers to come to their hotels in Paris. And I started making great money, you know. And so now a few years goes by, and I'm 34 years old. I've been, selling for almost 10 years now, and 6 years with my brother, making great money. But I feel my life is empty. I really feel something is missing in my life, because I was this kid. I wanted to be an artist, and one day something happened that changed my life forever. I went on vacation in Guadeloupe, and I bought a shitty camera and took a whole bunch of photos, which were awful. But my best buddy there was a designer, and he showed me Photoshop. That's Kelvin, who's my business partner today. He's been my best friend for 20 years. And he showed me Photoshop, and he took this photo. We took this photo of a friend, and you see he erased the people behind the girl, and he made her skin kind of cool, and made the clouds pop and everything. And I was like, oh, I've never seen anything like it before, you know. And at the time, when I was 34 years old, I really wanted to get some art back in my life. In fact, I started taking acting lessons again, because I did some when I was a younger boy. And I was trying to make short movies. I was trying to, do something artistic. I was trying to make short films. But back then, there was no DSLR that could make any short films. It was really hard. So, I said, well, at least Photoshop and photography, that seems to be simple. I don't need a whole team. I don't need a fancy thing. I can just buy a good camera and then get started. And then that's when I started making lots of mistakes. I did so many things wrong, and I got immediately overwhelmed. I remember the first time I got my hand on a camera, I started taking photos. All my photos were blurry. I was trying to get some good night shots, and I didn't understand I needed a tripod. I had confusion on what a shutter. I almost gave up like at least 2 or 3 times. But anyway, one day I found a book from Scott Kelby, amazing man. And it's a book I could actually understand. And it took me a few months to figure out how I could get a good shot. So one day I decided, okay, now I know how to get a sharp shot. I'm going to be shooting Paris by night. And this is the first photo of Paris I ever took that was kind of okay. I'm sorry, I think today they're really bad photography, but that's really my first photos from 2004. So that's the Pyramid of the Louvre. And what I did is I started taking photos from like 8 o'clock at night all the way to 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's the Louvre, that's across the pyramid, that's the carousel of the Louvre, that's the Louvre itself. Then I walked by the kits, and I'm not going to show you, I took over 200 photos that night. I started taking panos. I went up to Montmartre, and I shot Montmartre by night. And, and I remember the next day I came to my office, and I went to see the photographers we were hiring, and I showed them these photos. And I said, oh, I'm so happy, I took all these photos. And the guy looks at me and says, I felt he didn't like the photos. I said, what's wrong? And he starts showing me amazing photographies from Morocco with sunset and golden hour and blue hour. And I had no idea what that meant, And he says, you need to take photos when you got stuff going on the sky, because it's going to make your photos pop a lot more, But then I look at him and I said, yeah, I don't understand him. I mean, if I do that, I could only take a photo or 2 per day. And he looked at me and he says, welcome to the world of photography. And it really stuck with me. So I said, okay, good. So I need to get good sunset. So here is my first Paris sunset. It's an awful photos. It's well underexposed. The sunset is kind of okay, but it's very noisy. And you can see there's a lot of ripples in the Seine River. It's just bad. It's just really bad. That's my first golden hour. Yes, this is a golden hour. Really bad. This is my first nice cloud afternoon photography. It doesn't even look like a postal card. It's really bad, and I was going nowhere. I almost gave up. And then one day I picked up another book, and I realized that learning is the key, unless I study photography for real, I'm not going to go nowhere. So I started a routine, which was from 9 to 6. I was a VP salesman of a web company, but from 6 to 8 every day, I would go with my scooter, look for nice composition, nice clouds. I would follow the light with my scooter. I had a Canon, so the Canon T2i I bought. I had a shitty, very small Manfrotto tripod. And, I remember, and I was starting to take photos. Then I would go home, have dinner with family, put the kids to bed. But then at 10 o'clock every day, I bought an iMac and I put it in front of my bed and I started watching tutorials every night. And the next day taking photos and watching tutorials. At first, my wife didn't like it because she wanted to watch movies. But, it came to a point where I was watching tutorials every night that she got used to it and she couldn't even fall asleep if I was not watching tutorials. Anyways, I started going on a routine of watching tutorials. And a lot of people tell me they don't have time to watch tutorials. And there's something I always tell them is at least give it 10 minutes per day. Right now I'm trying to learn guitar. I try to do my chords at least 10 minutes per day. Whatever you want to do, if you give it 10 minutes per day, you will progress a lot, especially if you're watching tutorials. Even with guitar, like I couldn't get my chords right, and I rewatched a tutorial on how to really put the fingers right to get the chords to ring right, and I applied that, and it worked, So I started this routine, and after 2 years of spinning my wheels, I discovered that there's really only a few basic words and concepts you need to understand to use a camera well, that light is the most important element of photography, that there are simple methods to get great composition, and there are simple methods for getting noticed on social media. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets that will give you an unfair competitive advantage. And believe me, it is the case. I've known people which did not really understand the 3 secrets and have been struggling with photography for many years. But first, myth number 1, if you don't have a unique environment, you cannot take beautiful photographs. That's wrong, Shooting at the right time of the day and knowing the exact camera settings to use is far more important than traveling to a beautiful location. The word photography itself comes from the Greek. It means from phos, which means light, and then from graphe, which means drawing. So it basically means drawing with light. Let me tell you a story about this photo. This is one of my first early success as a photographer. I was walking on a Sunday afternoon with my son. It was a very cold day. In the winter, there was no leaf on the tree. There was no mountains. There was mud everywhere. It was really ugly. But all of a sudden, the light started to shape as an amazing golden hour. So in case you don't know this, but the golden hour is that 1 hour before sunset. But there's sometimes a case where you have clouds above you and no clouds in front of you. And that was the case of that sunset. And it was just amazing. It was just amazing because everything became golden, and I found this horse and I placed it really well. I made a magazine cover, 2 magazine cover, in fact, with this photo, and got a lot of social media following. And it was the most ugly countryside ever, but it was a great moment of light and a great subject. This is a lavender field shot at the wrong time of the year. Nobody does that, but I still got a lot of attraction for it because it was a great light. This is a bit more crazy story. This is the Hollywood sign that I shot about a month ago with my good friend Tim Shield. He called me up. He says, I'm coming back from national parks. I'm spending a day in Hollywood and I want to shoot the Hollywood sign. And we went there together. That's how it looked when we arrived. And I stayed until it was a good light. And that's the shot that I got. 3 days after I got that shot, a friend of mine said that the state of California was looking for a new photo to represent Hollywood around the world. I submitted this photo and I won first place. The California Film Commission is pleased to award first place in the category of Best Iconic Landmark to Serge Ramelli in the 2018 Film in California photo contest for the photo Hollywood Sign from Behind. So if I would have sent that photo, nothing, I wouldn't have won, but I stayed late. I even added a few clouds in Photoshop, I must admit. I actually did a video on how I did this photo, and I won first place. That's another friend who asked me to take photos from a car is building, self-driving bus. And, the photo did really well, but it had great lights, Now, guys, I'm about to propose you a full training called my Photo Search Academy. And here is a photographer who did my training. His name is Rick Walter. He did my training. He even came to one of my workshops. And by the way, I'm doing a whole bunch of new workshops. I'm going to be doing a workshop in Paris, in Florence, in Venice, in Tuscany, in Los Angeles You can get all the dates on photosearch.com. I'm only taking 10 people per workshops. So, and I'm announcing a lot of time in advance so you can plan. It's all on photosearch.com website. So Rick says, after doing the workshop, he came back and says, I want to do a book about Chicago. And I said, go for it. And he did. I even did the foreword of his book. And this is also a photo of Chicago with great light. Even so, the book is black and white. It's only great moment of light that he did. That's one of the photos we got together on that he shot in Paris on a workshop. You know, so light is everything. Myth number 2, you must be born with a great eyes and spend years practicing in order to create beautiful composition. Like, you know, you have this whole idea that composition is really hard to learn. It's not true. There's only 5 basic principles to know about composition that will make your photo look completely professional. The definition of composition, my definition at least, is the arrangement of the elements of your photography to convey a message. You know, there's very simple rules you can learn to do to make great and powerful composition. And I will teach you. That's a photo I shot last night, by the way, of my daughter Marine dressed as a 1920 photographer. You know, there are really simple rules you can do to get great composition, but it takes practice. And I'm going to reveal all that in my academy. You know, for example, I shot this photo of Gourd. It's a very nice village in the south of France. And this is the with some rules of condition. This is without. I mean, both are great, but I think this one did way better. You know, a lot of people ask me which is your favorite photo you ever took, and that's one of them. That's the stairs of Montmartre. It doesn't look like it, but these photos did one book cover is about to do the second book cover, and has about 5 different rules of composition in it. And I'm going to talk later on that when I present to you my composition course. Here's another photographer who did my training. His name is Swapan Jha. He's from Boston. He's probably watching this right now. I love some of his composition. Look at this photo of the Taj Mahal that he shoots, or the Washington Monument. He also did a book on Boston. A lot of my students do books on their cities. I love that. And look at this photo. Tim Shield. Now, Tim Shield is the guy I shot the Hollywood sign with. I never met him before 2 months ago or 3 months ago now when we shot this. But he sent me this beautiful message saying, I cannot even begin to tell you how much the online training from Serge Ramelli has helped me with my entire photography process, from composition and camera settings to post-processing and printing. If you want to move forward in your photography and go from good to great, then you need to take the training from Serge. He's the real deal. And Tim even started teaching online. He's an amazing teacher and photographer. You should totally follow him. Look for timshields.ca. Amazing guy. This is some of the photos he's been sending me. It's like, man, that one of my students can do something like this and now he's teaching. I'm so proud of him. Look at this. There's like leading lines, rule of thirds, you know, foreground, middle ground, background. You got to check out my composition course. I really covered that in details. And he did the composition course. Anyways, the third myth I want to cover, and that's really important one, is that using post-processing and preset is cheating. Oh, by the way, I just want to say something. If you're watching this on YouTube, please join me on Zoom. You have a link under the video on YouTube. You can just click that. This way I can see your comments. You can even come live here. It's a much better experience, and we'll give you links to get a whole bunch of free bonuses in a second. So come and join me on Zoom. Just click the link under the YouTube video. It says Zoom something, and then you have to install a little software. It's really fast, and then you can come and jump and be part of this webinar with me. Anyways, myth number 3, using post-processing and preset is cheating. I tell you something, using the right Lightroom preset will do 80% of your retouching for you if you know how to use them. I made the mistake of not using presets for years. What a mistake. You know, 90% of my Venice book was done using presets. You know, I tell a little story, and I often tell that for people for using presets. You know, when I do my books, I use preset because it gives me a base. But where it really came, where I recreated the best preset is when I did my Venice book, because all I did up to now was black and white preset. I never had a great series of color preset, but when I did my Venice book, what happened is that I had a misunderstanding with my publisher. I thought I had 3 months to give him the photo when he says he needed like 10 days. And so what I did is basically I had 3,000 raw files to retouch to give 100 photos to my publisher in 7 days. And I was on vacation. That was the end of my vacation. I got in, you know, a really nice screen, and I started retouching. Hold on, I have a phone call. I'm just saying I'm calling back. Anyways, so I had this big screen and I was retouching my photos. And then I was, the thing is, some RAW files are so dull that unless you retouch a little bit, you cannot figure out whether or not it's going to be a good photo or not. So and the main thing is the white balance. So here I am, opening in my shadows, bringing down my highlights, doing my black and white. And then I'm spending so much time finding the right white balance, the right temp, the right mood, the right hue, the right saturation. And then I look at the photo, I'm like, no, this is not a good photo. And I'm throwing it away and I take the next one. And every time I'm doing the same 20 sliders to figure out if a photo is good. And this is when it hit me. I said, why don't I use presets? It would go much faster. So I started to create 5 presets for golden hour, 5 presets for sunset, 5 presets for day, 5 presets for snow, 5 presets for blue hour, 5 presets for night, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm actually going to demonstrate them with your photo in just in a few minutes if you stick around. Anyways, if you think that cheating with presets, that preset is cheating, let me introduce you to Ansel Adams. Ansel Adams is known as being one of the most popular, landscape photographer of all times. This is it's a very popular photo from him called Moon over Hernandez, New Mexico. It's not my favorite, but it was very popular because it had this very dark blue sky. And this is original without retouching, that's with retouching. Now, how did he do that? Well, he created a machine that must have cost like $100,000 back then. It's a crazy machine. Because normally the way you were doing your retouching back in the days, you had a negative and you would project the light through the negative onto a positive paper. And so you had one big bulb projecting the light. And the longer you would project, the darker and more contrasty the photo would look, okay? And if you didn't like it, then you could put a new sheet of paper and start over. That was the way you were retouching your photography. He developed a machine that had like 50 light bulbs. So he could turn on all the light bulbs for the sky and turn off for the city to make the city brighter. But let's say he wanted to make the moon brighter, then he would use the dodge tool. That little thing you see, that's Ansel Adams' son, talking to Mark Silver, a good friend of mine, explaining him how he used to use that to make something brighter. And look at Photoshop dodge tool. They completely copied what Ansel Adams' dodge tool was doing. I can tell you, Ansel Adams would be a huge lover of the dodging tool in Photoshop and in Lightroom. Having the right Lightroom preset will do 80% of your retouching for you. Now, a lot of people tells me, yeah, but then I don't want all my photos to look like Serge Ramelli. No, they will not, because it's a base and you can tweak it to your own liking. You can, just changing the white balance and saturation of photo will make it look completely different. But I wanted to achieve this very specific look on my Venice book, and the preset helped me to do that. All these photos in my Venice book and all were retouched with the preset. Now, here is another photographer who did my academy. His name is Hannes Koning, and he uses my preset. In fact, he created his own way of retouching, which is even a lot stronger than what I'm doing. But I love his work. It's a little strong. I wouldn't necessarily do that. It's not my style. But look at this photo he shot. We shot this one together. It's a 7 panorama. He changed the sky of the San Marco Plaza early morning. It's one of the nicest photos I ever saw of Venice, And if you would see it in big, the details is amazing. This is a photo he sent me a couple of weeks ago. I love the composition. I love the retouching. This is a lavender field shot at the right time of the year. I would not saturate that as much, but look, it's impressive. He just came back from the Vietnam, and that's a few photos that he took, which are really cool. Anyways, now let me give you a couple of case studies. Justin sent me this really nice email. I'm sorry to brag, guys, but I just want to tell you, he says he just wanted to say thank you for helping me with the interview. He wanted to make an interview with me. He says, I also wanted to let you know that I just got hired for photographing real estate properties. Thank you so much for your help and inspiration. Some people, I think, I heard a speaker once said, I was at Photoshop World, and a speaker said, some people think that there is bread just for him, and some people think there is bread for everyone. I think there is bread for everyone. When I see somebody who can start making money with photography, I'm so happy, Sahid says, I'm writing to thank you. I bought one of your preset bundle yesterday, despite me being skeptical when it comes to preset and want to learn on my own. The result I achieved in one of my recent sunset pictures were outstanding using a preset. Well, thank you, Sahid. Guys, I'm about to give you a deal that you can get nowhere else, and that is the PhotoSurge Expert Photography Bundle. It's a complete new bundle we created a couple of weeks ago, that includes my entire academy, which is my Lightroom Masterclass that covers Lightroom Classic and Lightroom CC. Lightroom is really my secret weapons. It's, you know, the way I retouch today with Lightroom is so fast because, you know, I shoot manual, so all my photos pretty much have the same settings, same shutter speed, same ISO, and same aperture. I use one of my presets to start, and then I synchronize on all my photos. The amount of time I spend on a photo is usually like 5 seconds. I'm also going to give you in this special expert bundle all my presets, over 320 presets. So I'm going to give you my natural everyday signature preset. That's the one I talked earlier about, you know, 5 golden hour, 5 sunset, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm also going to give you the special effect preset pack, which is all the HDR, black and white, famous Instagrammer, Hollywood style preset. Then I'm going to give you the portrait essential, which are lighter presets for portraits. Then I'm going to give you my wedding presets. Weddings is really, really like very strong light effects and things like this. And then I'm going to give you my film look presets. Film look is, film look is film look. It's really based on 100 different film looks of all times. And they're really amazing. I got an email the other day from somebody from Norway and says, hello, sir, thank you very much for the discount on your preset for Lightroom. You're welcome, RK. I've enclosed just an example of how it made my photo live again. This photo I had totally written off. After writing a preset, it became one of my most liked photos on Instagram within hours. And this I just made to try out your preset. I'm very pleased with your work that you're willing to share with the community. Have a nice day. Anyways, preset is really going to help you to take your photos to places you don't expect. I'm also going to give you my 82 signature profile collection, which also works with videos, landscape profiles, signature profiles, urban profiles, portrait profiles. If you don't know what profile is, stay tuned. I'm going to show it to you with your photography in just 1 minute. Okay, photography workflow 2018. This is, you know, there's so much new stuff on the Creative Cloud on Lightroom and Photoshop. That's a little bit of an update of 2018, all the new stuff that they came out with. And that's some of the projects from that course. Photoshop for Photographer, it's my biggest course ever. It's 8 hours, it's 66 videos, it's 21 different projects. I can promise you by the end of this, you will master Photoshop. Cityscape Masterclass, and that's the composition course I was talking to you about. You will learn how to compose and how to, for cityscape, landscape. I'm going to take you with me in New Zealand and show you exactly how I'm shooting through my frames. Then you have some other photos from Florida, again from New Zealand. Sky replacement. Sky replacement, you know, sometimes you walk up 200 stairs to go to the top of Notre Dame and you have a Boeing sky. You want to change the sky? Well, I'll show you. You know, changing sky, it really depends on the time of the day. So I'm going to show you 7 different techniques to change skies based on a different time of the day. The Art of Black and White Complete Pack. I do a lot of black and white and some Adam Inspire. I'm going to reveal that every day. Now, portrait composite workflow, that is really the type of photography I love today, like the photo I showed you with my daughter. This is something that I really like because it's a mixture between landscape and portrait, and I'm going to reveal all of that. I found a way to do this type of photography with gears that cost less than $200. Interior design, if you want to start making money with real estate or with hotel photography, I'm going to reveal in this 8 hours course everything about that. Time lapse. Time lapse is so important today. Whether you're doing wedding photography, interior design photography, or fine art, or you just want to get noticed on social media, time lapse gets so much more response on social media. And I team up with Emric Lebar to do this course. And I'm going to show you how to do all kind of very simple time lapse, including Holy Grail time lapse, which is like from day to night. That's what you think. You know, you start in the golden hour and you go all the way down the night. So you have to change your camera settings as you go along. You have to use a special software to do that, but it's really cool. Okay, masking and extraction masterclass. This is a course that was done by Calvin, the guy who got me into photography in the first place. How you can extract anybody. He's got amazing extraction techniques. Then we've got Photoshop workflow. That's the course I did with Calvin. I shot this photo of the Eiffel Tower you see up left, and he added the tiger and the footsteps and everything. Then you got my photography business masterclass. This is really how to make money. You know, how much you should charge for the photography, how to get your first customers, the best way to deliver photos to your customer, the right way to use social media. I'm actually going to give you PSD files with prices that you can adapt based on your level of photography. You know, how did I do to go to 500,000 subscribers on YouTube? How to boost social Instagram. I'm going to reveal, like when I did this course, I only had 6,352 subscribers on Instagram. And when I did this course, I changed the way I do Instagram. It took me 5 years to get about 5,000 followers. And with this technique, in 1 year, I went to 30,000 followers. And now 2 years later, I'm at 62,000 followers on Instagram. There is really a right way to do Instagram. How to use Facebook, and it's like organic. It's not cheating at all. You know, social media, how to make money with photography, right? Anyway, guys, for the past 35 minutes and not an hour, I went faster than usual. Would you agree that it's been a time well spent? I hope you learned a few things and what you should put your attention on. Now I'm going to give you your bonus. I'm going to give you for free the photography toolbox, and I'm going to give you the deal of a lifetime to get my entire academy. So how can they get, Mike, the free photography toolbox?
Wonderful, Serge. Thank you. Absolutely. So, excuse me. If you are in Zoom right now, please look in the chat window. I've got 2 links. One says Facebook free gift box. The other says free gift sign up. If you are somebody who is a user of Facebook Messenger and you'd like to, in addition to all of the amazing brushes, presets, profiles, and much more that you're going to get in the free toolbox, you're also going to get updates on when Serge releases new videos on YouTube and all sort of other kinds of great free content. So if you're a person that uses Facebook, click the link Facebook free gift box. It's going to take you into Messenger, and then it's going to allow you to get the free toolbox. If you're somebody who'd prefer to have it simply emailed to you, click the other link, free gift sign up. For those of you in YouTube right now, I definitely recommend you joining us in Zoom because we're going to be going over your photographs here in just a couple minutes. But I'm also going to be putting that link into YouTube in the link description. So if you are on YouTube now, make sure you refresh your screen and so you can see those links in the link description. Okay.
All right. So guys, you got to check out this toolbox. It's got tutorials. It has tutorials. It has all the presets. It has, everything. So you're going to get, wait for this, you're going to get all my photo search course, all the academy. So that's the deal now, guys. I'm about to give you a deal you can get nowhere else. Hold on. Somebody keeps on testing me. I gotta answer that.
Yeah, and just to, while Serge is doing that, just to let you guys know, this is the entire package. This is everything that you've reviewed so far. In addition to the profiles, the presets, I'll turn it back over to you, Serge, but we've also got more to add to this in here just a second.
Yes, so you're gonna get all my academy, which is almost $2,000 worth of value. All my preset that I cover, including the new profile, and the 1-year membership to my private Facebook group, $3,600 value. So what is the Facebook Academy? So total value is $6,000. Well, the Facebook Academy, I created that back a few months ago. And the idea is that people can post photos like Oliver says, oh, what can I improve here? And then I give him like a whole bunch of different ideas he can improve. Or I also like every month I do a challenge, or twice a month, and for example, every time somebody wins a challenge, I offer one of my books. And the average comments people get is about 10 comments per photo, and I think you wanted to add something on this, Michael.
I did. And so Serge and I have been working together for about a year now. And the reason that Serge and I came together is because he wanted to serve more people at a higher level. Serge had hundreds of thousands of YouTube followers and all of these people following him on Facebook. And they kept asking him to help with their photography, and he just couldn't get to everybody. It was just impossible. There weren't enough hours in the day. So we decided to create this Facebook Academy. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to get direct mentorship from Serge. It allows you to join with other photographers who are passionate, who are getting the same mentorship from Serge, who are taking the same training. So every single person in this group is taking the exact same training that you're going to be taking. They're going to be studying Lightroom. They're going to be studying Photoshop. They're going to be looking at the principles of photography that Serge is teaching throughout. And then you have the opportunity to upload your photos on a consistent basis, get direct mentorship from Serge and an entire group of people. And this is what we find to be so powerful. This is the reason that we're moving people to amazing photographers in weeks instead of months and years. And this is really the technology we're using that's changing the game, because you're getting everything. You're getting the training, you're getting the mentorship, and you're getting the accountability from the group. And with those three things, you'll be able to take your photography either from an amateur level to a professional level, or you'll be able to take yourself from an amateur to literally making money, following your passion, and doing what you love to do and earning a living. It's really extraordinary what people are coming out of here with. And we've got even people on this podcast or on this webinar right now. I think Swapon is here. He's somebody that actually has done this training. Serge shared it with you earlier. I mean, we've just got success story after success story after success story of people who've taken this training and have just achieved mastery in a very short period of time. It's really amazing.
Well, thank you. Well, so you're going to get all my presets. It took me 7 years to do all the provide everything, okay, and including the academy. So you're going to get basically $2,000 worth of course, $425 worth of preset, and the 1 year membership, $3,600. So the total value is $6,000. Now this is perfect for like beginner level photographer with no experience at all, or just somebody who wants to be known for creating professional art, or somebody who wants to start to go pro and make money. Let me show you a couple of success stories. CF wrote, says, I just want to give you some feedback on your landscape masterclass that I just finished. I decided to reprocess some of my old photos using your workflow from the class, and not only I'm more happy with the result as I envisioned it, the repressed photo went into popular status 9 to 30 minutes on 500px with a rating of mid to high 80s, something I only achieved on 2 photos previously. I can tell you in a few days, as soon as you start doing 10 minutes a day this training, you will improve in your photography. Tom says, I followed your tutorial because I've learned more photography techniques and skills from you in the past 6 months than in my previous 50 years as an amateur. Merci bien, Tom. So is this training worth for you? Freddie says, I've purchased your complete tutorial this week and I've gone through some of it. I just want to say how happy I am with your tutorials, and I still believe you have provided the best photography tutorials money can buy. Cheers. Well, thank you, Freddie. So you're going to get all my courses, all my preset and brushes, the 1 year access to the private Facebook group, 3,600 value. And also for the first 25 people this morning, we're going to give them my new logo course. It's 150 templates logo that you can adapt to your business as a photographer. And the first 25 people is also going to get the Creative Composite Superhero. It's just a really fun course to learn Photoshop. So you're going to get—
Can I say something, Serge? Can I say something real quick about the logo course? I think there's something really important here. And
yes,
the beauty and the value of this course is not only are you getting presets for logos, but you're also able to create your own logo. It's got a very specific tutorial course in here. So you can use your signature to create your own logo. And it's just extraordinary how amazing this little training can be to help you make your photos more professional.
Yeah, the way we do it is we show you how you sign on a sheet of paper, or you do like a sort of a signature. You take the photo with your iPhone, and then in Photoshop, you recreate the signature with the pen tool with perfection. So it just looks very aesthetic. And so, but you can also use one of the templates if you don't want to have your signature. The thing is, I do a lot more and more of my photography is being used like on TV, and on, like Google is using it on the Google Chrome, Samsung is using it on their TV. And I used to not like having my logo on my photos, but so much people are using it on the web now that I do it so that in case the photo gets taken, people can see who took the photo, Anyways, so you're going to get all these courses, right? Plus this 2 valued bonus, which is total value of $6,131. Okay. If all this did was to give you all the tools needed to be a successful photographer, would it be worth it? Help you have more fun and stop trying to chase down your questions all over the internet. Would it be worth it? Allow you to get noticed for your art by friends and family. Would it be worth it? What is mastery worth you? $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000? How much would you pay to get a complete toolkit produced in a simple language that can give you an edge in your business or your art? You can see why others are paying up to $6,500 for my training and membership tools. You can see why it's a good deal at $6,131. But today only, because you're watching this and it's nowhere else on the web, you can get all that with a one-time payment of $299. Okay? And it's even cheaper if you bought it before. If you bought like one of my complete packs, because on my complete packs, you don't get the bonus course, you're going to get a logo course, you don't get the workflow course, you don't get the Access to the Academy. It's a lot of new stuff, but you get a special price if you bought a lot of course from me. So all you have to do is click the link that Michael is going to give you, and
the link is in the chat. Okay, so if you're on, and guys, just be aware these go very quick, and if you want to be in that top 25, if you want to get the logo course, I recommend moving quickly on this. But just so you guys are aware, in the chat window, we've got a link that says special $299. Click that link; it'll immediately take you to the page that you see here on your screen. If you've bought anything in the past, go ahead and log in, and you'll get a discount based on anything you've previously purchased. But you're going to get the entire Photo Serge Expert Photography Bundle, including the Academy, including the logo course, including everything that Serge has gone over with you today. But it's very important that if you're ready to take action, you do it quickly, because I want you to get these bonuses. We're going to be going into here in just a few seconds. We're going to be answering your questions. This is we had somebody over on YouTube earlier saying, "Are you sure this is live?" Absolutely is live. If you've uploaded anything today to Serge, we're going to actually go through and
I'm going to be retouching your photography in just a sec.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
And again, guys, I just want to say something about this package. I know $299 is money, but if you have any ways of doing it, I can guarantee you that it's going to explode your money. Now, you got two choices. You know, you can do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Why? Because you can make this small investment today and compared to all the value you'll get in return, and just give it a shot. If it works, great. If not, just ask for your money back and you will get it. This is a complete 30 days guarantee. I don't care if it's in like 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now. If you don't like it, I will give you money back. And honestly, the only people we ever refunded was people who never opened it and never used it. But hey, is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does half of what I've just claimed, pay $299. It will pay for itself either in money earned or in being more happy in creating the photos you want to create. You know, other opportunities can cost you more just in time wasted. I wasted thousands of dollars on the wrong gear, on the wrong books, on the wrong tutorials. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying it works. And I've got many people who is telling me it works, which are now either in galleries or are making money. Dean Allen is the first one to grab the package. We're only giving 25 packages this morning. And he got a special price because he bought courses from me. So welcome, Dean. We're only taking 25 people this morning, guys. If you have any ways of getting it, if you can afford this $299, I guarantee you it's going to change your life as an artist.
Yeah, so, and we just had Winston ask a very specific question. I think this is important. He said, how long is this offer available? Some of us poor photographers are in between paydays. So we've done something very special. We've created a special financing plan that's actually 0% interest for 6 months. So you can pay $50 a month for this for the next 6 months, and it's going to absolutely pay you back. So if you look in the chat window, I've put in a PayPal link. We've partnered with PayPal, and they've got for those of you in the US, they've got a very specific payment plan for you. And it actually only takes like 2 minutes. So all you got to do is click that button. You'll go to PayPal, and it will ask you a few questions, and it'll run for about 2 minutes. If it works if it goes through for you, you can come back and then go directly to the link that we've provided for you and purchase today. Again, $50 a month for 6 months, 0% interest, no financing, same as cash. So it's a great way to finance this package and get started today.
Yeah, and if you already bought a lot of course from me, this is only going to cost you $239.20. All you have to do is click on the link and log in. And just so you know, the course will be always online for you. Whatever system I'm going to be using, everybody is going to be. Yeah, so, okay, we have a whole bunch of people taking the package. Welcome, Drindan. Welcome, Ronald Ryby. Welcome, Colleen Snover. Welcome, Dean Allen. We're only giving 25 packages this morning, and it's all people. Welcome, Jenny Beckett. Only 25 this morning, guys, and you can only get this on the web. Welcome, Alan Ekoff. Yes, they're all going away. So,
yeah, guys, if you want to get on the first 25, if you want the logo course, if you want the Batman course, make sure you move quickly on this. If you have questions, please feel free to email. We've got a support person standing by right now. Patrick is standing by. If you have any technical difficulties, simply email support at photoserge.com. That's support. So if you have any problem logging into your account or anything like that, we will hold your space. So if you're trying to get in with that first 25 and you're having trouble logging in, simply email support@photoserge.com. As long as you email now, we're going to hold your space within that first 25 for you.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, a whole bunch of people. This is going to go away very fast. You have a few minutes. Basically, we're going to close this at 12:15. The game is going to be closed at 12:15. It's 11:49. A lot of people already took the package. We're only taking 25 people. As I said, if you have any ways of doing it, if you can afford this $299 or this $239, if you already bought a course from me, I promise you this is going to change your life. I've done it so many times. And I wish I had this when I started, guys. I wish I had this. I did not have this. I was completely in the blank. Oh my God, we have so many people taking it this morning. James Stones, Tim, Alan Ekoff, Jenny Beckett, Juan Dan, Ronald Rigby, Colin Silver, Dean Allen, Dave Paul.
Got a just so you know, Swap On said the complete package is a must own, and this package is so Swap On is actually somebody who is one of Serge's students from quite a while ago, and he purchased the complete package, and this is not only the complete package that he bought back then. This is a whole new group of trainings that is just going to take you to the next level, including the Facebook training. You got people in here in the chat window saying, I have all of Serge's courses. They're all great. Absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just really great because, again, these courses are built for people to understand photography and post-processing with simple language. I think that's one of the most important things here. And the entire package, when you purchase it, you're actually going to have the ability to either download the courses as you like, or you can live stream them. So if you have Wi-Fi, you can live stream them. If you're not going to have Wi-Fi, you can download them ahead of time and then live stream them. And they all come with their own raw files. So everything you're doing is project-based. Does that make sense? Everything you're doing is project-based. So you're going to go through a training. You're going to go through your first Lightroom training, and Serge is going to have a project for you. And he's going to have the raw file there. You're going to be able to download that raw file and work with Serge every step of the way till you get the same result as him. And that's going to give you the learning and teaching to then do that with your own photos. And that every single piece of this is built for that.
Yeah, and one thing I didn't mention, well, first, I just want to welcome Walter Winkomsky, Chase Visa. We have April Tyon, James Sloan, and somebody else, I cannot read the name. So we're about halfway through. We only have about 10 packages left, guys. And 10, 12 package. I didn't count exactly. We're only taking 25 people. I'm about to retouch your photos. Stick around. This is the link. It's complete. If you don't like it, I'll just give you money back. But at least buy it, check it out, and see for yourself. And if you don't like it, I will bake you. It's going to cost you $0. I can tell you something. The only time we did a refund was people who did not open it. They just bought it, never used it. So don't do that. Use it and improve your photography right now. If you can afford this, most of the people are buying it at $239 because I already bought a whole bunch of course from me. So anyways, 10 more people and we are good to go this morning. We're going to close this thing in exactly, well, actually in about 20 minutes or something. So you still have time. You can even go to PayPal and do like 6 times $50. So it only costs you $50 a month.
Serge, if you'd like to start preparing your, and for those of you, by the way, thank you all for sticking around today because we have some really cool stuff. Serge is going to be working with you. He's going to be working with your photos, retouching them for you here at the end. We're going to be answering all your questions about photography and post-processing. So if you're in Zoom, go ahead and make sure you're putting those questions into the Q&A. We're going to be moving really quickly here. So make sure if you want to get this package, you need to do it very quickly. You need to do it now. If you're having any trouble logging in, Cliff said he's having trouble logging in. So Cliff, I need you to email support@photoserge.com. Again, that is support@photoserge.com to get that fixed for you. Walt says he purchased a bundle previously. Is there duplication? How do I determine what is new? There's a ton of new stuff in this pack, as Serge already went over. Fantastic. So we're going to turn it over to Serge here so he can start to work on this. But if you have questions, make sure If you're in Zoom, go to the
Yeah, welcome to, we got 2 more, Michael A. Wilson, Miguel Perez. We're only taking probably 8 more people. So now is the time, also, I want to show you something, guys. Before I start retouching your photo, let me show that to you in case you don't know this. But once you purchase this, you have access to over 2,000 raw files from me, 2,000 raw files to train with. And so the way you get them is, well, first, let me show you from the start. I'm going to log out. You go to my website, photosearch.com, okay? And then you log in. So I'm going to put in my email and log in. And then, so if you want to get access to your course or your preset, all you have to do is click on this little cloud here. And then you have the, what you're going to get is the, the Serge Ramelli Expert Photography Bundle. You click on View, and then you have in sequence the different course you need to learn, okay? And then also, of course, then you have all the textures, the skies. Oh yeah, Photo Ventures and Mr. Warning. I think we've got 6 more plays to go and we're good to go. Oh, Crystal Waltz. Wow, this is, I don't think it never went that fast, Michael. It's unbelievable. I think we almost have no, yeah, we're gonna have like maybe 6 or 7 left to go. Let me think, let me see here. It's crazy, guys. Yes, so anyways, so you have all the courses. Now let's say you've got, so it's always gonna be there. So if you lose your login and password, Patrick is gonna give it to you. So let's say Adobe Lightroom Masterclass, you can click here on watch. And we have a partnership with Vimeo and it's pure streaming. So even if you have like a bad internet, you can still stream. That is so useful because I just bought a big tutorial from a website. I will not say, but they had no streaming option. It was really, because I love streaming. I've got good internet and you can download the source files here and you're good to go. Okay, but let's say you don't like streaming, you want everything on your computer. That's not a problem. You can go and click on alternate download, and that's, you can download the entire course, like 3 gigs right away. Or you've got a slow internet, you can do lesson by lesson, you can download lesson by lesson, or you can just download the source files. So it's always going to be there for you. If you pay this, we're taking maybe 7 more people this morning, and voila.
And Serge, so I've got everybody in the chat window. I've got everybody putting their file names in the chat window. So all you have to do is copy and paste the file names to Serge.
Okay, cool. That's a good idea. So let me get the, how do I do that? So let me get Zoom. So yeah, I'm going to be retouching. I got 110 raw files this morning to retouch. 110. I'm not going to do everything, but I'm going to do the ones which ask for it to be done.
Yep, and they're asking here in the chat window. So it starts with...
hold on, I have to go to the chat window.
It starts with Matthew Gleich, and then Kevin's got to run. Well, welcome, Kevin. I know you joined the Academy today. Welcome.
Where do I get the chat window? I don't find it.
You lose it. If you go to the bottom, sometimes...
Oh, chat, yeah, I see. Okay, I have it. All right. Good. Okay, it starts with
Matt Gleich, Matthew Gleich or Gleich.
Okay, so all right, Matthew. Yeah, it's a good idea. You can. So hold on, I'm going to put this full screen mode. I received. Okay, I'm going to come in F. Oops. All right. So that's the photo from Matthew Gleich. I can see it. Okay, it's a long exposure. So Matt, just as the thing is. I would have totally moved. You see, this is as a foreground element, it's too confusing. I would have moved toward that. You always want to have a very clean foreground when you do this kind of photography. I've done a lot of it. Oh, that's the retouching that you did. I see. Okay, cool. All right. Not so bad. Not so bad. Let's see here. What would I do with it? Let me reset that. I don't know why my computer is really slow this morning. So I'm going to reset. So that's the original raw file. Yeah, I would really have moved a little bit. You see that branch here, not good at all. It really adds confusion. So I would use my day basic preset, and then I would go to my profile, and let's go to the light profile. Look at the light. I can do crazy things. I can totally change the color with the light.
And for those of you who don't know, on the left, Serge has all of his signature presets, and on the right are all of his signature profiles. So you're getting all of this in this package today.
So I would do something like this to give it like more column author, or, you know, even crazy, like not that much, but profile, you can go a little less, you know. But honestly, I don't like the photo how it was taken because of this foreground there. I would have put my camera right in that pod here. But anyway, I would do something like this. It's just a little confusing. So let me take the next one. Julian gave a file name, Julian. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go back to the library module. Oh, this is okay. So let's see here. All right. Wow. I've heard about this place. This is beautiful. So that's how you retouch it. Okay. I'm going to reset your retouching. It's a great photo. It's a great subject. Let's see. Is it sharp? Looks like you shot it at 1/25 f2.8. It's a blurry shot, my friend. You should be using. So, okay, I'll give you a trick. You know, you were at 160 ISO, 1/25 of a second, and your photo is blurry. You should have gone to 300 ISO and 1/40th of a second, and you would have you know, your whole photo is blurry. But anyway, let's pretend it's not blurry. It's a kind of a golden hour look. So I'm gonna go for golden hour. Look at this, golden hour preset, basic linear circle. I'm gonna get the sun to come into that photo, play with the blue, and you know, I would do something like this on this photo to really play between the blue here and the yellow. That was just using one preset. Okay, let's see here. Michelle Saldego. So one click, guy. One click, I retouch that photo. One click. I would spend more time, but for a live demo, I'm trying to go faster. But also, that was, you know, there was really a mistake of how that photo was shot. It was blurry. I never do blurry photos. No photos match it. So Michelle Saldego, you need to give more info. That's not in your file name. Okay, guys, you got to put the exact file name into the chat if you want me to locate it. Somebody did here, so I'm going to take this one. Okay, it says doesn't match. Maybe I'm going to take this out. No, there's this Matthew Little. That file name doesn't work for me. Okay, Jeff, sun setting over lake. Is that in a file name? If I put that in file name, am I going to find it? All right, sun setting over lake. Yes, Jeff Milner. Ooh, Jeff Milner. So I always look at the settings, 180 seconds at 5.6 ISO 100. I guess you shot this by hand. The settings are good, but it's a little overblown on this one, because if I go, I want to show you something. This is really when you use HDR or you underexpose your photo. If I bring down the highlights or I bring down my exposure on this one, you see I've got almost no information. It's all burned here around the sun. So you should have gone a little faster. You should have gone to like 160th of a second, because you can always get more of the shadows than of the highlights. But anyways, let's use one of my golden hour preset on this. I'm going to use a golden hour linear black. Okay, cool. So when you use one of my presets, you have to reposition the circle where the sun is. So I'm going to reposition the circle where the sun is. You know what? I'm going to try the sunset on this one. I'm going to reset it and try my sunset. I want to bring back some color back into this photo. Sunset dark. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that photo was way too overexposed. You always need to expose for the highlights, not the shadows. Where is the circle here? I don't find my circle.
What would you have done differently in the settings not to overexpose it?
I would have done a faster shutter speed, just a faster shutter speed, because it's, so hold on, let me do my black point. I'm going to bring down exposure. And I need to find the pin for the sun and put it at the right place. Yeah, it's completely burned up there, so there's not much you can do, I'm sorry. But, you know, for the hell of it, I'm just going to use one of my presets and to bring back some colors into it. You know, maybe do something like this just to make it fun. So now some of the trees are red. But again, this was a mistake in not knowing well your camera. Way, way, way overexposed. So let me show you the before / key on your keyboard. I'm sorry. Before, after. You see, I added some reds in a, but you know, honestly on this one, I would literally change the sky, but this is, I cannot do this on a live demo. It takes too much time. Okay, Linda Kreis. Linda Kreis, Linda Kreis. Let me go to Linda Kreis. Guys, we only have a few more package. If you get a chance, if you can afford this, it's going to change your life. I promise you.
Oh yeah, I just noticed we're almost out.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to get on these bonuses and you want to do this today, now is the time. We're almost done.
So that's a nice cross. So again, it's a daylight photo, Linda. Same photo at sunset would be way better. But all right, I'm going to try. I challenge accepted. I'm going to take one of my day linear circle dark preset, and then I'm going to go to my profile, and profile is going to completely change the colors. I just want to make it more interesting because this was taken, okay, I'm going to make it more interesting. I'm going to make all the tree a little red. Maybe not that red, but something like this. Okay, that's the before and the after. But again, it's a cool subject, but you took it at the wrong time of the day. I'm sorry. I'll just be honest with you. I don't even take my camera out if I don't. I don't even take my camera out if it's not a sunset or golden hour.
Yeah, and something else to remember as you guys who are joining the Facebook Academy, one of the most important things that you're going to get out of this academy is honesty, because you're never going to improve unless you're, really taking into consideration what you're learning, and then with the feedback that you're getting from Serge and the feedback that you're getting from others. If and nobody's going to be mean to you, but try to have thick skin, because it's going to give you the ability to become a much better photographer if you take honest feedback.
Yeah. So, okay. So Juan Dent wanted say, please work on mine. It's a good composition, but it's the most boring light ever. There's like nothing in the sky. So when you have a very boring light, that's when I pull my not natural everyday preset, but I call my special effect preset, and I'm going to go to my black and white preset. And I'm going to turn this photo into a crazy black and white Ansel Adams type of photography. And when you do that, you have to reposition the circles. Okay. Cliff Hunt just bought the package. Cliff Hunt was with me in LA, and he just bought the package, although he really has a complete pack already. Well, but at least you're getting all the course, Cliff. Welcome to the Academy. Cliff Hunt is actually retired and is going to be doing a lot of photography around the world. I think we only have 6 packages left, guys. So, okay. That's what I would do on this one. I would just make it into dramatic black and white because it's got a boring light. And honestly, I would, the foreground is not that great. But anyway, you wanted me to retouch a photo? That's all I can do on this one. You got to learn the rules of composition, guys. The arrangement of the elements to convey a message. So Justin Arthur says, just to watch is fun too. Please, thank you if you can retouch one of mine. So I'm going to put in your name here. Let's see if it's going to find you. So your name is Justin Arthur. Let's see if we have anything on Justin Arthur. Welcome, Pira Milko. We only have 5 packages left, guys. Oh yeah, I've retouched a few photos from you before. Justin Arthur. Okay, this one I've already retouched, but this one. This is, same place. So same idea, boring lights. I'm sorry, Justin, the light is boring. So what do? I make it into a crazy dark and black photo using one of my presets. Check this out. Bam, one click. Oh, it's all burned here. Why is it all burned there? Oh, it's a JPEG. It's a JPEG. You need to shoot RAW. You see the difference between JPEG and RAW? Now all your lights is completely burned. There's no information there. That's because it's a JPEG. You got to shoot RAW, my friend. Okay, we've got.
Can you do Rob Sandberg?
Sure. Where is he?
307.
Well, I won't be able to get everyone. Ron, I'm just trying to copy and paste. Where is he on the?
He's like 6 from the bottom. Rob Sandberg. You said you skipped over me. DS.
Oh yeah, you skipped over me. All right. Sorry. Sorry.
It's hard, guys. We're doing our best. But remember, if you join the Academy, I mean, we're not going to get to everybody today. We just can't. But if you join the Academy, you're going to have direct access to Serge. Not, and it's not this thing where it's like just hopefully, here and there. But we're working, we're working to get you guys the best support and the best mentorship we can. So, unfortunately, we can't get everyone today. Everyone's now saying we skipped over there. So we're doing our best, guys.
I'm sorry, Rob, but that file name you gave me doesn't appear. Are you sure it's the right file name? Or
maybe try typing his name in, Rob.
Yeah,
Already.
I just did. I just
Oh,
did.
you
Nothing
did.
comes up. Neither with a final, neither with nothing.
Okay. Sorry, Rob.
Underscore first. I know, but normally if I, okay, I'm going to retry with the underscore. It shouldn't matter that the underscore is there or not. Let me just retry it. Let me do my best. Okay. So now I'm doing with the underscore.
Serge, maybe we should add to the Facebook Academy just doing something like this weekly in the Facebook Academy, in addition to all of the direct feedback.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
This way we can get to everybody, because there's just no way we can get to everybody right now.
Yeah, this way I can spend like an hour retouching their photos.
Yeah.
Omer says I skipped yours. All right. So I sorry, Rob, I don't find your photo. Just double check the name. Somehow it's not there. Unless you just send it. If you send it like if you Rob, if you send that photo like 5 minutes ago, then I don't have it. Did you send it?
We should probably move on. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna resynchronize. See if you guys send new stuff. Maybe that's the issue. No. It's all there. Matthew says he's double checked the file name. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's doing that, but I don't find your name. Sorry about that. So let's see here. Michelle Salgado. Oh, you got there's a very famous photographer called Salgado. Very famous, one of my favorite. I think that's the way you spell it. So Shell CDR, I don't find it. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna pick randomly from added order. I'm just gonna, because we're running out of time. I'm gonna stop this in about 5 minutes. So just let me show you a few photos that I think would be cool. People are sending in selfie also. It's fine, but I want to be retouching photos. Let me see if there's like a photo that has a cool potential.
And then Colleen says she's number 583 and 584 on your screen.
She's what? 5? There's no 5.
583 and 584 on your screen.
84. I don't see it goes 84.
583.
No, it's 1 to, you mean this one? 1 to 84, right? Oh, that's a cool photo. Let's see here. Let's retouch this one. Yeah, I think next time we make it clearer to. Okay, so she made it into a black and white. Apparently, oh no, it's me who. Okay, so that's a golden hour. I would totally make it into a golden hour, dark, something like that. The thing is, you like the way you have a leading line. The road is there as a leading line. Okay, let me check my black point. It's too much. My white point. And the problem is that the leading line is on the side. And that's a complete violation of basic composition rule, which I cover a lot in my composition pack. Guys, I think we've got 3 or 4. I'm going to stop this in exactly 3 minutes. We've got 3. If you didn't get a chance to get the package today, we are accepting 3 or 4 more people. And then that's it for today, where you can get all these bonus and all these courses.
Yeah, and we try to get to everybody's photos, guys, but it's just so hard. It's a great idea to get in on the course, get in the Facebook Academy, so you have more time with Serge, and you can get more feedback on more of your photos and really take them to the next level. I mean, a lot of time we spend, that's beautiful. A lot of time that we spend, correcting things for you here could be fixed by you just taking the training, learning, and then being in the academy, and you're going to get far more out of it far more quickly.
Yeah, guys. So I didn't welcome the last people that came in. So we've got Kimberly, Pure Milko, as I said, Clifton, Christoph Miles, Mr. Waring, Photo Venture. Okay, we are about to wrap this up, guys. So on this one, I want to talk about this one, Fred Poirier. I don't know if he's still there, Fred. It's a cool photo. Your foreground is a little confusing here. So if you want to do a photo like this, you really should do long exposure, because you see you were at 1/3. So this is really like a rookie mistake. You're at f18, 3200 ISO and 3200 of speed. Okay. A photo like this, you need to be at 100 ISO at f7 and probably at half a second of speed. Okay, let's say you don't have a tripod. Well, at least be at 100 ISO, f7, and like 1/200 per second. You were too fast for this photo. You always need to aim at 100 ISO, because look at the noise that you have. It's noisy, and it's noisy for nothing. That's because you did not know your camera settings. And also, you put too much clarity on this photo, and you put too much highlights. You see, it's gonna be a lot more natural if you pull down the highlights, not so much, but something like this I find is more natural. And of course, I would, reduce the noise even more because there's a lot of noise in this photo. And it's a great subject. It's a great moment of light. You made a composition mistake because you should really be on a tripod for a photo like this. Really be on a tripod. But anyways, 3000 ISO is not going to work. All right, guys. What time is it now? Yeah, 1 more minute. Let me do one more. What is that? Night photography. So when you do night photography, try to not shoot too late so you still have some details in the sky. This one I already did. Let's see here. Let me just go back to the grid mode. My Lightroom is super slow today. I have so many stuff open that.
Hey, Matt's asking about the Facebook group. For those of you who joined the Academy today, we're going to be sending you an invite to the Academy over the next 24 hours. Maureen, Serge's daughter and social media aficionado, is going to gather all your info and have that sent over for you, okay? So you'll be able to join within the next 24 hours. You'll receive that link. But you immediately have access to the trainings. You immediately have access to the profiles. You immediately have access to presets, to the logo course. I mean, all of it's there. All of it's ready to go for you. We're going to get you the link to the Facebook group within the next 24 hours.
All right. Okay. One last. Boring light, go black and white. Boring light, go black and white, black and white. And this one, I would go, yeah, black and white works great on this one. And I would just recrop it because this line is taking all the attention. It's not well positioned. I would do something like this on this one. Okay, and that's the before and that's the after. All right, guys, I hope you like this. And I'm sorry I couldn't get to all your photos. We are going to wrap this up. Now, one last thing is we're going to leave this on because we still have about 3 places left. So if you're watching this on YouTube or if the link still works for you, we'll keep it open for you. And well, thank you so much for being there. And I will see you guys on another video. And don't forget to come to one of my workshop. Check out my photosearch.com workshop page.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Sorry we couldn't get to everyone's today, but keep an eye out. We're always doing amazing things. We've always got awesome opportunities for you guys to learn more. And I mean, every single week, if you're not signed up on YouTube or Facebook and following Serge, make sure you go to YouTube and Facebook and on YouTube, click the button, the little bell button on mobile so that it'll alert you anytime Serge goes live, because we do live Q&As all the time. If we didn't get to you today, you can also go to Facebook. Make sure you follow Serge on Facebook. We go live all the time. There's great opportunities to ask questions, to get critiques. But if you really want to dive in with Serge, if you really want that mentorship, go ahead and join the Academy today. Get the bundle today, and just keep an ear out, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, au revoir.